Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is all about helping people navigate their ascension process. And today's video is going to give you guys 3 ways that you can attract cool, spiritual, like-minded, high-vibe type people into your life. I know a lot of you guys feel lonely. A lot of you guys are really seeking out your soul family, longing for connection, finding it almost impossible to find that connection among the people who might be in your life presently. So these 3 tips are going to help you guys, again, attract cool people into your life that you're gonna jive with, and you can kind of go through life with. So the first one is to validate and make use of the people currently in your life. If you find yourself stuck in relationships or just around people on a regular basis who you perceive to not be of your vibrational frequency, people you don't really, again, you're not really getting that connection that you long for with, they're there oftentimes for a reason. When you don't need them in your life for your own growth and your own learning, they tend to go away. Or you come to an understanding and then there's no issue there anyway. A lot of people are and I'm speaking to my younger self, are so anxious to move forward, to, you know, when you awaken, you get these like glimpses, these hunches, these feelings of where you're headed. And oftentimes it's so far down the line. And you just, from there, because of these glimpses, these little tastes of where you're heading, we tend to long desperately to get there, like right away, totally invalidating where we're at in our life now. These people, again, are here for a reason. The faster you can validate them and figure out why they're there, the faster you'll get to where you're headed, the faster you'll attract other people into your life. Here's what I did. When I started to wake up, like many of you guys, I realized just how screwed up the world is, how screwed up everyone is, my relationships and whatnot, the people in my life. I did not want to, you know, I just realized very quickly, like, wow, I don't like it here. So me and my wife, we ran. We sold our house, we moved into an RV, and we got the hell out of Dodge. But guess what happened? 2 years later, we came back. It just felt right. And it turns out there's a good reason for it. A lot of these relationships we tried to escape from, there's a lot of unresolved issues, and these very unresolved issues were the keys to unlocking my own spiritual growth, as well as my wife's. So again, if you can't like invalidate the people in your life now. Number 2 is be careful not to need other people in your life. I say this a lot about one of the most popular questions I get, but this is really one of the most popular questions I get. How do I connect with people like-minded people? I need to. And there's always a very strong tone of desperation. Like, I will not be happy, nothing will be fulfilled within myself until I get what my mind says it needs right now. Here's the thing, guys. You can be fulfilled, you can have those feelings being completely alone. Not that you should be alone or you will be alone, but you can. And whenever you need something with that desperate energy, you're pushing it away. You're sending out an opposite signal, a conflicting signal. The more you desperately need, the further away it becomes. Because the more you invalidate all the stuff in your life now. The universe is saying, use up what you have, look at what's in front of you, perhaps have a little gratitude for the things in your life that are good, and then you change your frequency. You change your frequency from that of desperation and pushing away to that of acceptance, which in acceptance, the faster the things you want come to you. So it's kind of a paradox. You can't really want them that bad. Number 3, and this is the most important one. I say it all the time, but it's certainly relevant to this particular situation, is act like, on a consistent basis, the person you know yourself to be. We have these visions of the kind of people we want to attract. We have an ideal in our minds. And oftentimes, that ideal goes hand in hand with our own ideal. So, but until you start becoming and act like and literally become that ideal of yourself, then how can you expect to have these reflections of these other cool spiritual people in your life? You gotta change first, man. It's about you. And there's a ton of different ways of doing this. Just kind of be courageous. Go forth on your ascension or your spiritual awakening journey. Listen to your intuition. Be willing to take chances. Be bold. Always be willing to look at yourself. Always be striving for inner and outer growth. Try to rid yourself of these bad habits you have that are holding you back from the person you know yourself to be, which is that person who has those cool people in their life. So it's about taking responsibility, essentially, guys. I know it sucks when you feel lonely. I felt like that for a long portion of my life. I felt very alone for like the first 20 or so years of my life. I'd have cool people come and go, you know. But it was about 20 years, I was like 20 years old or so, 21, when I finally met my soulmate, my wife. And we've been together ever since. And we have these little soul children. So, but prior to that, I did a lot of inner work. So that's it, guys. I was trying to think of a cool way to close this video. I was going to say be patient, but patience is bullshit. Patience implies that there's something outside of the moment that you really want, and you're just going to you're just going to wait with as little bit of stress as possible. Embrace the moment. Embrace this transitional period of your life. Don't try to skip over it, because you keep trying to skip over it. It's just going to last forever. Embrace it. Dig in to the process of self-discovery. Start meditating, reading, exercising, eating healthy. Pursue your passion. You know, get into it, man. And that soulmate, that soul family, that soul crew of friends are going to pop into your life faster than you can imagine.